Boom. Shout out to you and you and you, all 300 of you. I reached 300 subscribers today. And I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel and following my journey and liking my videos, commenting, and sharing my videos if you've been doing that as well. If you are new to my channel, my name is Tiffany and this is MochaLocs, where I have been documenting my Braidloc'd journey and sharing with you how things have been going and what's been bothering me and what's popping about this journey. I wish I would have said popping about locking. That would have been just as corny as what I actually said. Either way, thanks for subscribing and thanks for tuning in today. I want to give you all an update as I'm about 9 months into my Braidloc'd journey. And I want to just, share with you what's been going on with my hair 9 months in. So let's jump right into it. If you aren't aware, this is definitely my favorite style to wear my hair in. I love my 2 little puffs. My kids call me Cinnamon Teddy Graham. By kids, I mean students. I don't have any of my own yet, but they say I look like a little Cinnamon Teddy Graham, and I think it's the cutest little compliment ever. But I wear my hair like this most of the time, like without this, which reminds me, one thing I really kind of don't like about this Braidloc'd journey is the shrinkage, okay? Now that existed even when I was a loose natural, so there was no winning with that. I will say though that when I twist my hair, I get a more stretched look because twisting your hair and doing a twist out is stretching your hair. But I did not stretch my hair. My hair was pretty damp. And I just, didn't twist it or braid it down. As for the shape of my locks, most of my locks are cylindrical. And I wanted to show you this one. Ooh, was it this one or a different one? I have some in here that have some fairly blunt ends. That one's a close one. Mine's that little straggly. Some pretty blunt ends. Can you see that? But then I do have ones that are like this one, which is still a little, swirly there. And then on top of that, I get those little stragglies at the end. And so if I wear my hair in a puff, they do kind of tangle together. So that's something 9 months in that I'm still experiencing, because when I was a loose natural, of course, the big thing was trying to make sure I could detangle my hair, or any loose natural was trying to make sure they could detangle their hair. But I still do get some tangling that happens on the ends of some of my locks. And going back to the shape, you see this one is pretty cylindrical. You can see some braid in the middle there. But then I have ones in the front that are just braids. Can you see that? It's a flat braid. Let me see if I can find a better one for you. Oh yeah, just flat. And I will say that I was expecting that the front of my hair would have locked faster than the back, because the top of my hair, the front of my hair is more coarse. But now that I think about it, when I was a loose natural, the top and the front of my hair would always be the most defined if I did a braid out or a twist out. And the back would be the part that seemed to rarely ever maintain the pattern of the twist or the braid. So it makes sense now to me that the back has locked and looks more cylindrical and actual locks than the front does. I mentioned in a previous video that I have been dealing a lot with a dry scalp. And so it's about 2 weeks later and I'm still using the oil combination that I had mentioned. So that oil combo is a base of tea tree oil and vitamin E oil with a few drops of peppermint oil and a few drops of lavender oil. And I felt like that was okay. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't feel like it wasn't working moisture wise. It was just the strong scent of the vitamin E. Somebody said that I smell like a bottle of WD-40 or a can, whatever it comes in. Then the next day I went to work and one of my students was like, yo miss, why do it smell like bleach in here? I don't want to smell like cleaning products or chemicals, no chemicals. So I added a little more peppermint and I added some more lavender and I added some castor oil, and that didn't work. So I've kind of just gotten over it, honestly, because my scalp is so much less itchy than it had been for the past month. I told you all that I had this lock. I'm hoping you can see it. That is thinning. And I have breakage back here as well. And I'm like very sad about it because I haven't had breakage in a while. And I also would just hate to lose a lock in the middle of my head and have to regrow it from, you know, the bottom, like the very bottom. So I'm trying to not scratch too hard in that area specifically, but I'm also trying to find an actual solution to my itchy scalp. So the hot oil treatments and using that oil that I just mentioned, the vitamin E, tea tree, peppermint, some lavender, and some castor oil. It's doing great so far. I have been oiling my scalp 3 times a week over this week and a half. I know that's not a lot of time to say that something is truly working, which is why I told you I'll do a final update in 21 days at the least. But so far, in these 10-ish, what day is it? Okay, y'all, please forgive me because it's only been a week. Feels like so much longer. Anyway, those are the main updates with my hair. Of course, people always go out of their way to tell me that they miss when I wore the lace fronts or I look better with straight hair. And like, at the end of the day, I never asked them. And at the end of the day, my hair choices have nothing to do with them. So if you are struggling with whether or not to get locks, like, you have to decide for yourself if you want to get them. And if you want to get them, you should get them. I mean, you're the one who has to live with them. Like, other people see them, but you're the one who's wearing them. You're the one who's maintaining them. Oh, I would like to share with you all some of the questions that were asked on my Instagram at MochaLocs_. Someone had asked if I had dealt with lint or any type of buildup in my locks, and the answer is no. Don't use any mousse. I know some people have had buildup with using mousses to keep like the hold for their braid outs or twist outs. I don't use mousse. I don't use any heavy creams or heavy butters. Whenever I moisturize my hair, I use a leave-in that's water-based and very watery. And I always spray my water with hair. I always spray my hair with water before I put the moisturizer in. So I never put moisturizer on dry hair. I did have an issue one day where I wore like a fuzzy scarf and it got all linty in my lock, but I was able to pluck all that out. Another question that was asked is what my routine is, and to like share with you what I do with my routine. I wash my hair once a week. I have been doing a hot oil treatment once a week, and by once a week, I mean the 1 week that it's been. I oil my scalp 3 times a week with the combination that I mentioned. I moisturize my hair about 3 times a week, and that's really it, you know? That's really it. Oh, and I wet my hair every day, whether that's like in the shower, like, or whether it's with a spray bottle. I wet my hair every day. I think someone else was like, can we follow each other? But that didn't really have anything to do with my hair. That's all I got for you. I'm 9 months in and I still love my hair and I'm seeing the growth, and I hope you're seeing the growth too. So please make sure you like this video if you found what I said interesting and helpful. Go ahead and drop me a comment if you have any questions or you just want to see something nice, and share this video with other people that you think it would help. As always, make sure to follow me on the gram at MochaLocs_, because that is where you'll get most of your up-to-date pics. And sometimes I try to be encouraging on there because I really hope y'all are doing well, like outside of hair, like that y'all are doing well.